everyone, happy Thursday morning. It's time for another Jarvi Group vlog. I'm Allie.
I'm Bill.
And today we're going to give you some insights about what it's like if Bill were to call you. So, Bill,
Yes.
can you kind of outline the process of what that looks like?
Sure. Well, first of all, whether it's me or another recruiter, ideally I'd like it to be me, but if you're having a conversation with a recruiter, that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't hurt to have an extra set of hands and eyes and somebody helping you in your search.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Bill, what kind of questions, if you were to call me as a candidate, what kind of questions should I expect coming from you?
Well, I think the questions that I'm going to ask you as a candidate are similar to the questions that a recruiter is going to ask you from another company. And obviously the first one that everybody always wants to know is well, why are you looking? Why are you looking to make a switch from your current job to a new one? And what type of roles are you specifically looking for? That might be one big difference that someone who works for an agency versus a corporate recruiter will ask you, is what type of roles are you looking for?
Yeah.
Because, we may have one or two that we're thinking we could place you in, but there may be 4 or 5 other ideas that you're going to give us when we have that conversation.
Absolutely.
And so be ready to answer that question. Why are you looking? What types of roles are you looking for? Be able to answer that salary question, believe it or not. That only helps the more information you can give me as a recruiter it makes me better in helping you find that right fit. If we have that conversation about salary and you tell me you want to make $100,000 a year and I have jobs that are all $65,000 a year, I would hope that I'm not going to bring those to you, because that would only waste my time and waste your time.
Waste my time. Nothing less than $100,000, Bill.
So the more information I gather about you as a candidate is going to help me go out and talk to companies and organizations for you.
Right. Okay, so on the flip side of that a little bit, what if I am a client coming to you to look for a candidate?
Very similar process,
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, exactly. So, some of the things that I'm going to want to know is, why is this position open? Why is it available? Did someone leave? Is it a new position? As much information as I can gather from that HR manager, recruiter, but also from the hiring manager, right? The hiring manager sometimes and the recruiter sometimes don't always have the exact same idea what the hiring manager is looking for. So I want to talk to the hiring manager and I want to find out, why is this position open? What type of style of management do you have? What the culture is like in your organization? And what type of person you're looking for? What kind of personality should they have? What kind of personality does your current team have? Is it an open environment, closed environment? Some things you can ask if you get a tour of the area of the facility. Sometimes you can see that and you can have those questions answered without even asking them.
Yeah, awesome. Great information. So, Bill, could you kind of outline the process for a candidate if they apply with you?
Yeah, so my contact information is it's on our website. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm all over LinkedIn. If somebody wants to work with me, the process will start with them connecting with me. Unless I connect with them, of course. But if they connect with me and say, "Hey, Bill, you know what? I think right now might be the time where I need to find a new job. I'm happy where I'm at now, but it's just not fulfilling. It's just not satisfying." That conversation is going to start that process. Then that me and that candidate or potential candidate, we're going to have a couple conversations. I want to help them find the right role. Sometimes, believe it or not, I can't help them. And if I can't help them, I'm going to say, you know what? I don't have the capabilities, or maybe I can't do it. Let me direct you to someone I know who can. I work with a lot of other recruiters in terms of partnerships, and so we kind of complement each other that way. But the process typically is they're going to have a phone conversation with me.
Okay.
If I feel that they're a good fit for a particular role or job, I'm gonna have a conversation with the hiring manager or the HR manager at that company, and chances are they're going to have a conversation with that HR person. If that HR person feels like they are a good fit, then they're going to forward them on to the hiring manager, and then typically it all depends on how many interviews are in the process of that company. I've seen some companies where the hiring process is 2 internal interviews and then they're hired, and other companies where the hiring process is 5 interviews or 6 and then they're hired.
They put you through the paces.
Yeah, so from that standpoint, it all depends on where that company is and how many interviews they have in their interview process. I'm flexible enough. I can work with companies that have 2, companies that have 6, 7. Sometimes the more interviews, the longer the process.
Yeah, Bill, do you have anything else to add for what we could expect?
I expect some sunshine.
Sun's coming, yeah.
I expect a great day here at Art Prize. And I expect that, if you give me or another recruiter a call, that we're going to have some great conversations with you and do our best to help find you the dream job of your choice.
Yeah, well, great. Well, thanks, Bill. I feel a lot better. If I were a client and I was going to give you a call, you were going to give me a call. So thanks for the tips. Again, thanks for letting our prize be our backdrop. It's been great. And we'll see you next week.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.